Hey everybody, welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Jazwares Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Luke Skywalkers Snowspeeder. I've been eyeing these for quite some time now, and one of my buddies from work actually picked up a couple of these and brought them in so I can do a quick review on them. So a big shout out and thank you to Nathan. So let's get a quick look at the packaging. We got Micro Galaxy Squadron on the front there, Skywalkers Snowspeeder. And we can see that this is number 38 in the series. We can see Luke Skywalker here and Dak Bralter here as well. There is a little picture showing that these actually fit inside the Snowspeeder, which is pretty cool. Cool Star Wars design up here, Snowspeeder on the back. And on the back here we have a picture of the Snowspeeder. And there's actually a tow cable as well, which is pretty awesome. Some blueprints here. So you guys can cut these out and keep them for your collection. And we have some more on the bottom here from Series 2, and we have a few chase vehicles from Series 2 as well. Not much on the bottom, only barcodes and all that good stuff, clear plastic on the top. So that's pretty much it for packaging. We'll be right back with Snowspeeder outside of packaging so we can get a closer look. Alright guys, we are back and we have Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder outside of the packaging. Let's get a closer look at the figures first. Here we have Luke Skywalker. Man, this guy looks awesome as well. We can see all the awesome detail on this one. Gotta give him credit. Pretty clean paint application on this one. Red paint on the top there is really clean. Even the gray and all the white around here. The gray on his gloves is nice and clean as well. Like, these guys are super small, man. They're pretty much the size of my fingertip. The only issue here is a little bit of orange overpaint there on the back. And we can see that there's a little bit of orange paint missing there. But man, considering the size of these, that's still a pretty awesome job. Can't complain with these at all. And this is actually Luke. We can see that Dak is pretty much the exact same figure. The only difference being the blue spots on the top of his helmet. Everything else appears to be exactly the same. I don't see any differences on them. Paint application on Dak is slightly a bit better. I love Jazware's attention to detail on these. I think they're doing an awesome job. Let's get a closer look at the Snowspeeder. You can see some awesome detail on the sculpt of these. These are definitely nice and clean, man. No complaints with these at all. I think they're fantastic. See all the cool detail there. We can see the nice turret on the back here. Almost goes 360 degrees. Awesome detail in the blasters there, and we can see the thrusters and everything else on the back. The weathering on this one is fantastic, man. For such a small vehicle, they definitely paid attention to the detail. A lot of awesome detail in the sculpt of these. Even the battle damage and the weathering on this one is fantastic as well. We can see on the bottom, they even carried over the weathering on the bottom here. We can see all kinds of dirt and grit and all that stuff into all the cracks and seams. Fantastic. Actually brings out all the detail in the plastic. We have these awesome drag fins on the top here, which you can actually control with the little switch on the back here. Go to the right, it pops up. Go to the left, it pops up, and vice versa. And the funny thing is if you're actually turning, gravity will do its thing, and it'll open up as well. And on the back here as well, we have this tow cable. Comes out this far. So I should have just measured it throughout the review, but yeah, it comes out to about 3 inches, 3.5 inches. Which is a pretty decent length. I mean, it's not going to fit around the legs of a walker. So there's a little dial on the bottom here that actually spins this around and retracts it and pulls the tow cable back in. There's also a little flap down here too. It's almost like the landing gear. Now it's quite difficult unless you have big long nails. It's kind of difficult to get your finger in. But yeah, it comes out and it just helps. You're just laying this one to keep the nose up. Put the flap down and kind of just rest on the bottom here. So put the little flap or landing gear, whatever you want to call it, and it makes it sit nice and even. Just pop open that cockpit, take a look inside. And that doesn't open all the way up, it only opens up this far. We can still see some cool detail inside. We can see the controls there for Dak, and we can see the controls there for Luke as well. Kind of hard to get a good look inside. This may come up higher, but I don't want to put any pressure on this at all. Don't want to break it, but I think we get the point there. We can see pretty much most of what's going on in there. So you see all the detail on the round, man. They didn't skimp out in there at all, and he actually carried over with some of the weathering on the inside just to make that detail pop out so much more. So let's put Dak in the back here, and Dak is the one wearing the blue helmet. Looks pretty cool. And let's put Luke here. And just kind of snaps to keep everything in place, keep 2 of the guys in. Looks awesome, man. We can see them inside there too. So what else can you ask for, man, with such a small, like, little vehicle? All amazing detail, well made, nice solid plastic, all the little things on this one that just kind of add to the overall appearance. These are well worth money in my opinion. Even the detail on the hydraulics here on the back, man, fantastic. That pretty much wraps up our unboxing and review of the awesome Jazwares Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadrons Luke Skywalkers Snowspeeder. Think they did an awesome job with this one. So out of 10, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's definitely accurate to the Snowspeeders from the film, as far as I know anyways. So that being said, this one looks fantastic. A lot of detail in such a small little vehicle. Like, look at that, man. If that's not a cool detail, I don't know what it is. Even the little turret that moves as well, tow cable, and a little stand down here, or landing gear, whatever you want to call it. They even added some weathering and everything else, make all the details stand out, just to take away the brightness of plastic and definitely make this one more accurate to the films. Looks fantastic. So I think 9.5 is a pretty fair score for this one. As always, let me know in the comments below what you think of our score of 9.5 out of 10. Let us know what you think of these vehicles, and let us know what you think of our review. If you liked our review, don't forget to hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button while you're there. As always, we hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting, stay safe, go buy some toys.